What the fuck is that? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Did I learn anything new? Did I just get a new perspective on the entire way that David Fincher makes the movie? Fuck no! I watch the fucking movies, man! What the fuck? Like, shit like that just pisses me, because I feel like I wasted my motherfucking time.
Microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead.
So, I fucking hate film essays, or video essays. Not film essays. Film essays are actually pretty lit. No, I hate video essays at this point in time. The reason why I hate video essays... Cat's trying to eat chocolate milk. The reason why I hate video essays is because I find them to be the major output of it, just like the major output of any type of medium, to be absolute garbage. I mean, like, you have people who are, like, actually good at making video essays, like Dan Olson, you know, Lindsay Ellis, that whole crew, right? But most people... Harry Potter folklore, I'll give you that one. But most people are absolutely garbage at doing this whole thing. All they do is go and say, so this is what happened in the plot. This is why the plot was important to me. And this is why the plot should be important to you. And I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. That's part of the reason why we do what we do here, is because I think that we should have a nice, fun conversation about film and sit back and stop trying to pretend like we're all academic experts on this. Stop trying to pretend like we're all fucking academic experts on all the many things on film just because we watch like a dozen YouTube videos on how to make a movie. It's really annoying to me, especially because, like, if you look at like most reviews, right? Or most video essays, they'll just focus in on like one aspect of the movie, right, and not really play it into how all the stuff kind of works together. I know I'm kind of vague posting right now, right, because I'm not really naming any names, and it's because I can't actually think of anybody off the top of my head currently. But I know if I went to Google video essays on pretty much anything, I'd probably find like 2 tons of shark shit, and in a little bit of shark shit, there'd be some diamonds. And that's not most of the output actually really pisses me off, if I can be totally honest with you.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, actually. Because it's really, let's start with this. It's really fucking boring. Everybody thinks that academic means boring, which to a certain extent it does, right? But you get to a certain point, maybe it's not so boring anymore, right? You know, it's cool, it's palatable, people like it. Look at people like Lindsay Ellis. I'm gonna suck her dick so hard tonight, like you have no idea.
Sexy.
It is. But I just am saying, like, like, you have some people that are able to make this shit interesting, fun, you're able to delve into it. It's nice, it's palatable, you're able to enjoy it, and you have some people that are just really, really fucking boring. They're like 2.5 hours long. Like, tell me if you've seen this on the internet, right? I'm pretty sure you've probably seen a 2.5 hour video, maybe 3.5 hour video of somebody rewriting the entire Star Wars sequel trilogy. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Does anybody actually give a fuck about that? I mean, well, obviously people do. Which, that's the thing that kind of pisses me off, right? Is that it's one end conversation, right? Of somebody basically dictating to you their own thoughts. What is it? They're professing their thoughts to you as opposed to it being an actual conversation. And I just kind of miss people engaging in conversation about film, you know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta go to like fucking forums or whatever, but like you see these fucking like YouTubers, these goobers on the internet going and doing their thing where they're going around doing their thing like, so I know you've never heard of this thing before, but I'm gonna explain to you a trade secret. Do you know what mise-en-scène is? It's a trade secret in the film industry that shows you how movies are made. Or like, here, I'm gonna break down to you this particular director's style. So the director pushes in, then pulls out, and pushes in, and pulls out. And the thing you're feeling in that moment is the film is literally fucking you. When Quentin Tarantino does his super zoom in, that's him like ejecting himself, launching himself into your eye pussy. To me, it's about the fact of sitting down. To me, okay, now this is gonna sound really, really stupid. I get it, because it sounds like mine. These are my conversations. Why can't we have the conversations I want to have? But like, bro. Okay. I like the film theory stuff and like game theory and all that good shit, but I prefer to have it. It just feels very fake. That's what I'm trying to nail down. It just doesn't feel like legitimate. Like it doesn't feel like you know when we were sitting down and talking about Hancock and I said Hancock had these weird racist things going on in there. Like didn't that seem a little genuine? That's what I mean. That's what you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Seems more natural.
Yeah, like that's it. That's basically film theory's whole thing. What if the Death Star actually had regular human beings on it, and they just blew it up? Were they the villains? I did that perfect. I did that ace. That is, except at least film theory is like way more interesting and way more interesting to watch. It's like actual decent entertainment. Most of the people out here making fucking video essays are just fucking like, and this makes me sound like just a fucking boomer. Most of the people just fucking dicking around going, instead of having that conversation that like expands the world of Star Wars and kind of makes you think about it from a new perspective, you just go, well, remember that perspective you already thought of? Here's it, but told to you slowly in a British accent. I just like it when people give me a new perspective on a movie. It doesn't have to be like totally like good. Or by good, I don't mean it doesn't have to be completely valid, but just take me on a journey. Put me on a path, right? Let's have a conversation, right? Talk to me. Tell me that you thought that like, you know, the like Wolverine's entire like character is like he's basically like he's basically this character that's supposed to like represent a penis, right? Why is he one big throbbing dick? Well, because, right, if you start thinking about it, right, you know, he has this thing where he does all his force, he pops out his claws, cha-ching, cha-ching, right? Pop that motherfucker into you, slip right back in there. His hands are literally cocks. Like, no, that's probably fucking stupid, but like, my point I'm trying to make, though, is the fact that I would prefer to have a conversation with somebody who thinks that Wolverine's arms are representations of dicks than to sit back and have somebody tell me about the reason why adamantium is not being able to be broken through. For, like, who would win in a fight? Like, the adamantium bullet or Captain America's shield? Like, yeah, like, that's cool or whatever, but I don't think, like, it's like having that conversation about who would win in a fight, Goku or Superman. And after a while, that conversation gets boring. Or like, who would win in a fight, Batman versus Superman, right? And you know what I mean? You know that conversation? Like people say, obviously Superman, but then people go, well, wait a minute, but in this particular comic, you know, it's like it's boring. You know what I mean? Don't give me a fucking movie, right? I know. People want to see the Han Solo movie. Don't give me a fucking movie. I want to sit back, give me about like a bunch of beers and 4 guys with an open mind, and we'll just analyze it, of course, obviously. I don't have a problem with like having an academic conversation about something, but that shit feels like fucking homework. So but I do have a problem when people take the aesthetics of academia and use it to say basic bitch things. Is my whole conclusion to this entire thing.
Is this entire
Yeah. Like I don't know. Like I hate people who are pretentious. I hate people that go ahead and like go. Well, like, okay, all right, listen, this one has been, like, fucking, like, obliterated ad nauseum. You ever, and I love this guy, too, by the way, but you ever heard of the Nerd Writer?
Nope.
Okay, so Nerd Writer is a guy who made a video on, like, the, like, camera work of David Fincher. Now, you may be asking, who the fuck is that? Have you ever seen Fight Club? Yes, I know you've heard of it, at least.
I've heard of it.
Yes, David Fincher directed Fight Club. David Fincher has a very specific directing style, right? It's very what people say like omniscient. It's very like the camera doesn't actually feel like a person or like an observer. It feels more like just that feeling you have when you're present in a room, right? It's a consciousness, you could say. Anyways, my point for saying all this is the fact that the guy went on like a 7-minute diatribe about the fact that like, did you see that? Did you see how he leaned in, then leaned out? How did he do that? I tried to recreate this in my bedroom using my $20 cell phone and shitty lighting, and for some reason just couldn't accomplish the deed. How did he do that? It's because David Fincher hacks your eyeballs. And it's like, what the fuck is that? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Did I learn anything new? Did I just get a new perspective on the entire way that David Fincher makes a movie? Fuck no! I watch the fucking movies, man! What the fuck? Like, shit like that just pisses me, because I feel like I wasted my motherfucking time. And that's all I want. I want to be able to go talk to people who have this like stuff and get a new perspective from them. And my problem is the fact that these people go on the interwebs and put video essays, and from the essays that I've read, and usually they give me a new perspective on a particular thing. But no, not these fuckers. Alrighty guys, that was our time. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to follow us here on Spreaker, like and subscribe and all the various shit. We are on YouTube, we are on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Don't look for us on Twitter. We're on YouTube, we're on Spreaker, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're trying to get on iHeartRadio. So
We're on Bollywood.
We're apparently on a Bollywood website now. Yeah, that's weird. Alrighty, and you guys have a wonderful night, and thank you for listening to us just rant and rave. If you want more of these, say something. Or don't. We're just gonna do more of these anyways. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.